say you got very drunk and things just happened.
Oh God.
I know. I was like, okay.
This it isn't what it looks like.
Zero is late.
I wake up and I just see them two on the floor.
This isn't what it looks like. And
Rating? What is going on?
I don't know.
Last thing I remember, she passed out. I was trying to carry her up to her room, and that was it.
What? Excuse me, did I say you can carry me?
I mean, you were passed out, and leaving you here would probably have been a bad thing anyway. Leaving you here by yourself, at least.
You hear the chimes in the distance, bells tolling, and a bunch of clatter, indicating that a ship will be leaving rather shortly.
You guys go ahead and hold.
Let's go.
You guys go ahead and secure our ship. I'm going back to the blacksmith to go and get our armor for the wolves. I will meet you there.
Ibaki! Don't take too long, okay?
That wasn't the plan. I'm just here to pick up what we need and meet you guys there.
Right.
Sitting out front with a letter given to you. Zero.
Okay.
It's sitting out front wrapped up with a letter towards you because it's early as fuck in the morning and that blacksmith does not like mornings.
So me and the blacksmith have somewhat of an understanding.
Yes. And it's not at all because my voice is like in sandpaper.
Yeah, the blacksmith just does not like.
Okay, so I'll read the letter. What does it say?
It says, "To the paying customer Zero for the exchange rate that you have given me, the armor that you requested is within the pack. Feel free to check through, but I can guarantee you everything is in there at top quality."
I check the bag, see if both armor sets for the wolves are there.
They are.
Okay, we'll get those to them. All right.
Hear a light howl.
From what?
Try to investigate.
Yeah, I'm rolling for investigation.
Same.
Oh, frick. I hit a 13 on investigation.
Chaos, you notice by one of the cannons a grappling hook. Chaos, but Zero. You notice hands creeping over sides of the ship.
God, I think we got pirates, guys.
Guys, there's a grappling hook on the side of the ship. I think someone's trying to board.
Oh, shit.
You don't see anything.
Why does it always have to be pirates?
I don't know, you tell me, Tsubaki. You're the one with the Stone Eater sword. Probably after that.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean,
How many are there?
I don't. Wait a minute.
No.
Do I recognize these guys?
These are just Wayfair pirates.
Okay, good. I mean, I don't know them, and they don't know me. They're just here to rob the ship.
The captain approached you.
Because I can speak, thieves can't. I'm approaching this pirate right here, and I attempt to speak to him, and thieves can't.
You don't want to try and talk to the captain or anything?
Actually, I will try to talk to the captain, and thieves can't.
that's what I thought. Go ahead and...
I will roll
Aye. Well, we're gonna make this nice and simple. You're here for anything of value on this ship. We've seen this ship come and go through Eos Cross. We're not leaving till we get what's on it. That also means Hugins. And ladies, please, let's make it simple. Do your pockets.
Captain, what's your name, please? I'm Chaos Overkill. It's nice to meet you.
Name is Captain Ulfran. Hugins.
Okay, Captain Ulfran. I don't think that they're going to be emptying their pockets anytime soon. But when we get to Eos Cross, maybe there's something of value that you can get there. Because this ship that goes from Eos Cross back to the village we were just at dropped off a shipment of like armor and alcohol and stuff like that.
Hold up. Time out here. The town you just spent the entire first chapter helping, you're about to send a band of pirates to destroy it?
Oh, okay.
Chaos. Come here.
I'm trying to compromise Tsubaki.
Come here.
Okay.
Now.
Right.
I'll tell you what. The most valuable object on this ship is actually on my back.
Soul Eater?
Oh,
Did I tell you that then?
I have all the weapons I need.
especially not one with ultimate power.
Power. The thing all men are looking for. I just
Yeah.
my riches.
You could conquer the entire coastline and farther with this.
I think I could get farther with the gold that I know you're holding, and I know you have a lot.
I don't know what you're talking about. Frankly, I don't like your attitude. I don't like the way you look. I don't like any of y'all.
Oh, shit.
Lorraine, I understand, but do
Oh,
not try to
fuck.
antagonize them.
I was trying to strike a deal with them, but I guess that's not going to work.
If you leave now, you can guarantee that when we get to Eel's Cross, not at the village that we just came from, but when we get to Eel Cross, that you can probably get something there. Do we have a deal?
Nope.
If I wanted something from Eos Cross, I would work like those elves and dwarves. I don't like to.
What is wrong with an elf?
You know,
I have
No,
nothing
Captain.
against elves. They are actually quite attractive.
Captain, I tried to reason with you. But if it's coming down to a battle, we're going to battle.
You do realize there's... Let's see. Well, I mean, I'm still nursing a hangover, so there's...
Or you can come with us and help us out. Maybe we'll give you some of the gold.
That's it.
Some of the gold.
Oh my god, there's 11 of them.
And drops the attitude.
Oh, shit.
What'd you say, Zero?
There's 11 of them. I have a hangover, and yet even I know this is a bad idea. The best bet is that we give him the sword and he leaves.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Okay.
I would much rather
What was
to
that?
I know, I looked up for 1 second. I was like,
I would much rather him leave with our lives intact.
Okay. Captain, the very valuable thing, the most valuable thing,
It's gold.
that blade on my friend's back.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably sell it for all the gold you want.
Wait, are we sure this sword isn't going to turn around and bite us?
Shut up!
Already!
Okay.
As I was saying, Captain Rudolph, blade can probably give you most of the gold that you could ever want.
The captain nods his head to his crews to pull out their weapons.
Come on! I was just trying to reason with you.
Oh god, this is not gonna go well.
Oh, real.
From behind the party. From behind the party, you hear an old man.
Ah, shit.
What seems to be the racket up here?
They don't want to take all of our stuff, and we're trying to give them a sword, something that's worth more gold than they'll ever see in their lifetime, but they don't want to take the thing. And
They're trying to kill us.
about elves and dwarves.
The children
Frankly,
bickering
little Rain
once
takes
again.
offense to that.
Very much so, because I am an elf myself.
An elf myself. Did you just say that?
I mean-
spit on my entire race by saying that I am offended.
I'm so glad I'm a
Listen.
people.
Please, Captain, just take the deal. We'll give you the sword and you can have all the gold that you want when you sell it somewhere.
No.
Shit!
Oh, great.
Fuck! Alright. Screw it, we tried.
Yep.
Hey, old man.
Yes, boy.
Think you can persuade him or something? Because he's really starting to get on my nerves.
Well,
That one is there. Two of these. And... Okay. The wizard is 2 steps forward. Water starts to creep over the sides of the banisters, almost as if tentacles, grabbing 6 of the pirates, dragging them into the sea, drowning them, and crushing their bones into dust.
Man, this isn't what I wanted.
it doesn't matter what you want. It's actually helping us.
Yes.
The wizard then, because oh no, he missed that one. Then slaps you away, Chaos, over to the side, knocking you out. And then for initiative, go ahead and roll, guys.
All of us? Because I'm knocked out.
Go ahead and roll.
You know what, I'm gonna roll anyway.
Shit!
I wake up.
Well, damn. The person
First.
that's
I'm actually going first.
What are you gonna do? Sneeze it, storm to death?
Actually, the wizard's going first. Rolling another d20. Missing his lightning bolts.
I wake
Turn.
up quickly, but a little disoriented. Okay.
I didn't mean
Let's
to do
get
that.
this over with.
Go ahead.
Alright, Mr. Pirate. It's time for you to meet my good friend, Yamato.
Swing and slice at his armor, nicking his skin barely.
Take it. Did say I am a little disoriented.
Alright. And Kel?
It's 0 next time, Mark.
Yep.
Wow.
Alright. So I will be right here. I'm going to try to use my chain on this one to try and pull him in.
Alright. You succeed by wrapping around his neck, pulling him closer to you.
And I'm going to attack.
Alright. You do nothing.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah, that was... Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna move close up to him, and then I'm gonna take my new sword that I just got.
Ooh.
That
Oh,
Do
no!
it.
Ooh.
You slice at him, parries you, and ends up cutting your arm, making you lose 3 health. The pirate captain moved towards the wizard, taking his flintlock pistol, taking aim, and firing.
Man!
He shoots him, taking off only a very small amount of health. The pirate in front of Chaos then swings his cutlass towards you,
What?
hitting your arm, causing it to fall off.
Mm.
Good.
And we have this guy coming over to...
How much health did that do to me?
7. Well, it does some damage. Just a little bit. And then the pirate in front of Zero swings his cutlass at you, doing
Nothing.
no damage. And then Kel, you have your pirate doing nothing as well.
Oh.
The wizard. This one. There.
Well, damn.
Strikes down with his fire onto the remaining pirates, killing them all instantly.
Shit.
Hey, old man, you think you have a spell that can, grow my arm back and restore my health?
Consider it healed.
Ah, thanks.
Oh yeah, just forget about me. Just got this new.
Lilo Rene, you have a small cut. I had a whole arm chopped off, and this nice man just healed it.
Nice man took on an army for you, gentlemen. Like,
Pretty much.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Mister. My name is Chaos Overkill. What's your name?
sounds like a shitty superhero name. Oh, my name is Logan. Heading to Eel's Cross. Investigating something is all. And honestly, I'm already not liking my journey if this is how it's going to start.
Mm.
But
Sorry, Logan. We tried to
we'll
reason
see.
with them, but it didn't really happen.
I'm going back.
Okay.
Well, shit.
So, ma'am, didn't you think that if you gave them the sword that they could possibly kill all of us with it?
Well, my initial plan was to let it control him, and hopefully he would kill his own men. Killing him would be a simple job. Killing 11 people? Not so much.
Not so much.
Tsubaki, do you have any other weapons beside your Soul Eater?
I have a dagger and an axe. A throwing axe.
So you could have helped, even with your main weapon gone.
Yeah. And worst case scenario, I could use my chain and hook as a blunt weapon. So.
Yeah. Anyway, what to do now?
I wouldn't have been completely useless.
Welcome to Eels Cross.
This is the map.
Mm-hmm.
Eels Cross.
Okay, so where are we landing?
You would be landing here.
Oh, okay. Honestly, I was expecting more from this place.
You're not here, Little Rainy, with you saying that. Because this is where all the elves and dwarves are.
I said what I said.
Listen, there's a difference between talking about my race and where we come from. There's a reason why I stayed over there.
I mean,
So you just
I don't-
wanted more action than just this boring village.
I don't discriminate. I mean, I have nothing against elves. I mean, you know what? We're not even going to talk about that. My point is, this place, it could be better.
Yeah. This is one of those, like, one horse town questions.
There we go. Sorry about that. Fucking thing just went crazy. Okay. But, yeah, this is going to be Searinglet. This is the sort of outpost that you guys will be a main base.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's just the start. Jesus Christ, you guys have so much to do.
Yeah. It's not our fault, though.
For two.
You guys still got chapter 2 to go through, and then chapter 3.
There's 3 chapters.
3 chapters that I made.
We're kind of halfway there.
Yeah, we are.
Could you, pinpoint where we're at again? Because I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Right up at top here.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
That's where you guys landed.
Who greets us at this village? Who greets us here?
Morgo gestures to a group of dwarves. Oh, not Morgo. I'm sorry. You are meeting. I'll tell you what. Morgo gestures to a group of dwarves and elves huddled and chattering around campfires. They're planning expeditions to find Aora's lost treasures, she says. That's what this whole place is about. If you ain't exploring, you ain't banking gold. The dwarf stops in front of you at a large, fur-lined yurt. You can now stay here. Belong to a fool rich elf named Bertrand, who came here looking for an adventure. He found the inside of a saber-toothed tiger instead. Should be some food in there if you'd like it.
this is a
You guys have
town, right?
Morgan's hut. It's a small little place.
So I'm assuming there's no library here or any archives.
Yes.
Son of a bitch. Dead end yet again.
Oh wait, I read that out of order. The temperature has steadily dropped since you left Palebank Village, yet it seems to grow colder still as you step off the ramp onto the Remora. Step off the ramp of the Remora Highs into Foren. In windy snow, you can see fur-lined tents and yurts arranged in large campfires are whipped by the wind, and dwarves and elves huddled close to the flames. Don't worry, it'll cool down eventually. A joking voice bellows over the snow. A female dwarf with a shaggy mane on upkept hair brows to you. Morgo Dorwell at your service. Welcome to Eos Cross. Now we're all caught up.
Okay.
So do you guys know anything about the curse that's going around, or have you heard of it?
The curse?
Yeah,
Haven't even noticed, honestly.
it acts like a sickness. Blue veins, people turning into ice.
I know nothing about it.
Makes the person become very violent.
Any blue myth?
If you're trying to think about if anything strange is coming out of Eos Cross, it's probably at Sal's vault.
Sounds.
You
Can you point us in that direction?
Just north. Basically the other end of this island. You have to go through the wilds, but I would be careful. Last I heard, there was a necromancer in those woods.
Someone who can use the dead.
Honestly, that doesn't sound bad. He or she might be able to help me.
You never know about a necromancer. Ever wonder how I got the rebellion?
I'm not saying they aren't bad people. I'm just saying that maybe they would know something about this sword. And maybe they would be able to help me figure out how to at least control it to where it wouldn't try to control others. Or at least how to upgrade it.
Most of the necromancers, when I went on my quest for rebellion, most of them were very, very evil.
I mean, anyone who's playing with the dead, technically that is a bad thing to be messing with.
Yeah, I looked at it.
I had to kill a necromancer for rebellion.
Well, there's a ton of strange characters that come through these areas. We have from dwarves to orcs. Even just plain wizards come through here. So I'm sure there might be somebody around here who could help you out if you're trying to look for something. Follow me.
Have you got a giant coming through here that might have killed a man?
I haven't seen a giant come through here at least in 10 years.
Sounds good. Okay.
Alright. Well, I guess you guys want to follow?
Sure.
Sound of wind and the biting cold die down as you enter the yurt. Cold fire pit marks the center of the hide-covered floor. Open crate containing packaged rations and a few other items stand next to the door. Well, with that, like I said, there are more than enough people here who can try to help you out with anything you may need. But I have to go. I have an expedition of my own that I have to attend to. But, welcome. Ergo leaves the tent.
Same goes to you. If you have any expeditions or quests or anything that you might want us to do, please let us know. We'll happily be willing to do it for
I mean, there's tons of groups out there throughout the wilds that are always looking for help, or you could help them at some point. Pretty sure they'll happily pay you in case they need anything. Just depends on if you have the stomach for it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure stomach can't. I can handle anything at this point. From what I've seen. That's just
Out of
like-
character. Out of character. I look forward to seeing that with these next few maps. Back into character.
We've seen a lot of blood.
You look like you have.
Someone was trying to.
Hey, Tsubaki,
Hmm.
you never told us how you got your Soul Eater.
It was inherited. In my village, there is one priestess, and whenever they pass it on to the next priest or priestess, you have to kill the current priestess in order to inherit the power of the sword. So, the priestess before me, I had to kill them by driving the sword into their heart.
Does that mean the Soul Eater has every previous priestess?
In the blade, yeah. Which I'm able to commune with them when I meditate, but I don't do that as much.
Yeah, I can understand that. I would not be very.
Now you see my reason as to why I'm trying to purify or destroy the sword. To break that endless cycle.
Dang. That must be really tough.
Yeah, well,
Go through a lot.
it'd be
when I got
worse
my
if,
Okay, sorry about that. My mic keeps dying on me. I have it plugged in now.
well, I mean, you gotta think. What would you do if the previous priestess was your mother?
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, well, neither was I. The priest or priestess is chosen by our village, not by
Sorry.
us.
Hear about your lives.
Yeah, somebody has to. It was years ago. Explain my drinking problem.
Told you guys of why I'm on the search for this giant. There was at one point where I was married to a dwarf, and then this giant came through the towers about a decade ago, and decided that he was just going to step on him as he was making his way through the village. Ever since then, I just decided to keep myself away from people and not deal with them.
Well,
And then back the emotions.
right. Well, Dragonborns. Sure, I was born by a dragon, but Dragonborns kill normal dragons. So we have the physique of a human, yet the strength of, well, dragons. So I'm looking to kill my parents for leaving me out there.
Ah,
To
shit.
fend for myself.
This story just got a whole lot more interesting than what I had.
Oh, yeah.
I wish they'd go. I wish they'd already die by now. But dragons have a lifespan until they're killed. They live up to like 1,000 years or so.
Ah, shit.
That's why I want to kill them.
So revenge
Just
is what you seek.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I cut myself off. I became more chaotic than anything. Never wanted a bond with anyone. Here I am, creating bonds with you guys.
It's not so bad after all.
Yeah. My parents were not good.
Oh, trust me, I understand. My parents basically gave me the tools I need when I was old enough and said good luck.
As soon as I hatched, they just dropped me off to the wild. Oh, Tsubaki, how were your parents?
Well, for the most part, I mean, they were good people. It's just the village was fucked up. I mean, you have to think, living in a village where they technically worship a priestess and treat them as a deity because they're able to control a weapon that could bring about madness and destruction. They worship power. And in order to keep that power, they continue to sacrifice their own people to maintain that power.
Sounds like a bunch of Satanists to me.
Yeah, sounds about right. Which is why I left, and it's probably... I wouldn't be surprised if they were still looking for me. I mean, I've been on the run from them for over 3 years.
Well, the way I got my weapons is I had to actually go through a demon village. That's how I met a lot of necromancers.
Yeah, a lot of
I
mine
almost died a lot.
were just given to me by people who helped train me and even felt sorry for me, or I've earned what I got.
Tsubaki, is there any really necessary revenge you want on the village?
I did it first, but now I just... bringing revenge on it wouldn't solve anything. So it's best to just get rid of the sword or strip it of its influence.
Right.
I mean, if it's revenge you're looking for, we can always try to find this giant.
Oh,
I can't
anyway.
I can't guarantee we'll make it out alive, but
Well, shall we get going on our trip to the wilderness?
I don't see any reason why not.
yeah.
We got gear, we've got food, we've got everything we need. So there's no point of us actually staying here.
So are you guys heading out?
Yeah.